When you go back and look at the run defense from last game, I know you flush it 24 hours ago, but what do you guys have to do better this week?
Gap integrity, and then also just tackling at the point of not just going for the ball, focusing on those turnovers and stuff like that. First man in, getting the tackle, then the second and third man is all the one to go for the ball.
What do you see from this offense you're going to be facing?
This is going to be a consistent offense, and it's going to be more like they're going to run their stuff, and we have to be consistent also, and it's just going to be a battle of who can be more consistent for real. As far as like throughout the whole game, it's nothing like they're doing special or anything like that. It's good running back, good quarterback. He makes good decisions, but not going to force anything.
Need anything for you going back there?
You said what?
For you going back there?
Going back there? Yeah, I like Jacksonville though. It's cool. The weather's gonna be good too though. So we've been playing in the cold a lot, so it's gonna be good to get some beautiful weather and stuff. But other than that, that's it. None of the people that when I was there is there right now.
When you look at this last stretch of 4 games, what is your hope for your group? What are you looking to show?
I don't know. I can't go back 4 games though, but I can go back. I can go moving forward though.
Yeah, fine.
I like that moving forward. Moving forward, what I want for my defense is to finish. What I want for my team is to continue to compete, focus on going 1-0 this week, and most importantly, put that DNA on tape as far as like communication, speed, violence, and execution and pride. So.
What's it been like working with Brady on Sunday and then this week?
Yeah, Brady, I have a ton of respect for him, man. He did a great job in the game as far as just like the operation and being clear and concise and confident and all those things. I thought he did like a really good job. And really, the reps that I've gotten with him in practice too has been the same.
You've always, in your background, you've always had a very experienced quarterback.
Yeah.
And so, is this the first time you've worked with a rookie? Was it
Um,
a little more on your plate in terms of blocking calls and so forth?
Yeah, it's the first time I've played with one in a game. And you know what? I don't think it puts a whole lot more on my plate. I think Brady's just like a really smart guy. And, kind of like I said, with just like calling the offense coming in last week, like just off the cuff, just was ripping it off. So he does a great job with those things.
What's it like being a center for so many different quarterbacks of different styles? Obviously, Justin's different than Tyrod, and Brady's different than them. What does that do to the center as far as your mindset about your approach?
Yeah, I think really it's been a learning experience just as far as making sure the snaps are good and communicating through the week and making sure like I'm giving the quarterback what they need and they're vice versa in terms of communication and stuff. So it's been different. It's definitely the first time in my career anything like this has happened, but it's also been fine.
What are you seeing from this Jaguars defense?
Yeah, I know their defensive coordinator, and I have a ton of respect for him. And they're a really physical, really tough front. They do a nice job mixing up blitzes, mixing up looks, personnel, all those things. So it's a fairly complicated defense. They mix things around a lot.
Where did he draw a lot from? Was it Joe Barry or Hafley? Like when you look at it on film, like the coordinators he worked for.
Yeah, I feel like there's parts of both. Without going into too much detail, they kind of do both. Yeah.
What was he like to work with in Green Bay?
He was great. Very high energy. Funny. I think the guys really liked him up there. So, yeah, I mean, like I
he's
said.
from around here.
I didn't know it was Jersey, but I knew it was like northeast somewhere. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Yeah, oh yeah, yep.
What kind of challenge does the defense of Jacksonville present?
Yeah, I mean, as you watch the tape, you see they're extremely physical, play really hard. They got really talented edge pieces on the edge of the D line. So, me specifically and the offensive line have a great challenge this week, and we're looking to match that physicality and come out and play with intensity and be able to run the ball and hold up in protection.
How has it been seeing Mason continue to get involved?
Yeah, it's been great. He's a great player. We're excited about him. how he's improved this year, but also came in as a young guy and contributed early. So, it's good to see guys in our room get success, and hopefully we can build on it.
I know you've focused on this game, but just in terms of improvement from last week to this week, what are some of the talking points to get better at as an offense?
Yeah, I think stay on the field, do a better job staying on the field, converting third downs, and being more efficient on first and second down to keep their offense off the field. I think will be big this week, and something we need to be better at. So, a lot of focus is on controlling the clock and time of possession, and sustaining drives. I think that's a big focus for us, and we got a good challenge this week to do so. But we're confident. We worked for it this whole week, and we're ready to go.
I don't know, assuming he's going to start, just working with Brady this week, what's that been like? I'm sure you haven't gotten a lot of work.
Yeah, you get some work with him during the season. It's a long season, but him getting the majority of this week has been good for him. Controlling the huddle, doing a great job of getting guys in their spots, and getting that experience of a whole week's work is going to be good for him. But we can do a better job of helping him out in the field in game day, and make sure we're in the right place for him and finish and make some plays for him. He's going to do a good job. He's been not skipping a beat this week, so we're excited for him, and we'll have his back.
When you have a young player like that, can you see day-to-day improvements? With veteran quarterbacks, it's the same guy over and over. Are you seeing him getting better from Wednesday to Thursday?
Yeah, you see him getting better all year. He's made some throws this year, earlier in the season, where you look as an offense and say, "Wow, it's an NFL throw," and he does a great job in the huddle, like I said. And I think a big part of being a quarterback is operating with efficiency and confidence. And you got 11 guys to make sure they're in the right place at the right time. And there's a lot going on, but I think he's done a great job of processing that and stepping into this role. And like I said, we're excited to see him roll on Sunday, and hopefully give him a chance to be successful.
With the kick and punt return, you're a big part of the blocking for that. What's been clicking so well this year?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, the guys we got back there are special. They're playmakers, so that gives you confidence as a blocker to, you just got to get connected, and they'll make you right. But credit goes to Banjo, Coach Jet, Coach O'Day. They do a lot of work. They're here all day, and they've been getting us into some really great schemes for our opponents, and we've been clicking, and those guys make us right. So it's exciting to see those guys get recognized, and it's cool to be a part of it and have the feeling that if you just do your 1/11th, that something special could happen.